Good evening, smart listener. Merdeka. Merdeka dong.
Merdeka.
Okay. Tonight we're happy to see you again. Welcome back again to Smart Up Your Life, and this is our English learning program in collaboration with BPEC Makassar. And well, as usual, I'm not alone because there are several friends from BPEC Makassar who will be with you during this airing program. My friend from BPEC Makassar, there is Nahwi. Hi Nahwi.
Hello guys.
And also Mr. Diaz.
Hello.
And so there is long time not see. I miss you actually.
Me too.
I miss you already. Amal, how are
Hi
you?
Kak, I'm fine.
Okay, so Fikri.
Hello, Miss
How
Rifa.
are you, Fikri?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just arrived from Baru again as yesterday, last week.
So you're tired now
A man couldn't be tired.
because we want to share many happiness to smart listener tonight. Because yeah, this is our Independence Day. Yesterday, I mean,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
this we still feel the euphoria
Yeah.
about the Independence Day.
Yay.
So,
Hello.
yay!
Yes.
17 Agustus tahun
45.
That's the reason why I give you the song, smart listener, so
Okay.
Alright.
that can build up your power, your how to say enthusiasm to
Spirit.
your spirit, right? Your spirit to listen to us tonight. Well, before we talk about the Independence Day, which yesterday, what activity that they have done yesterday. Please now we introduce BPEC Makassar to smart listener.
Well, guys, so as usual, before we are going to discuss a topic related on hot issues, me as a committee of BPC is going to introduce about BPEC itself. So basically, BPEC is one of the oldest English community which is situated in Fort Rotterdam, Makassar, and then in that place we study about anything related of English, such as grammar, speaking, pronunciation, and etc. So for those who wants to increase your speaking skill or maybe your grammar or your pronunciation, please feel free to join with us. And then right now, because of Corona outbreak, we conduct the meeting through a virtual meeting. So we use one of platform in Play Store, namely Google Meet. And then for further information, just check our Instagram or maybe you may check our Facebook fan page.
All
I think
right.
that's all.
So don't forget to join their weekly
Yeah.
meetings.
And then the most important thing is totally free of charge.
Okay.
So what do you think?
That's the point. Free of charge because everybody wants to join every single free meeting or
Of course.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And me too. So, smart listener, we talk about Independence Day and activity in it. You can also share your story and your activity through our WhatsApp. You can send us on 0811461011 and also you can write down your comment on our comment section on YouTube channel Smartfm Makassar because you can see our face on our live streaming. Hi smart
Hello.
listener. So guys, well, please tell what how Independence Day means to you, one by one, from you, Fikri.
Yeah.
Okay. So Independence Day for me is the way we respect our heroes sacrificed in the past. They already sacrificed many things, their energy, even their life. They even didn't enjoy their life at the time. So that's why it's better to always respect their sacrifice by celebrating Independence Day every single year in 17 August. So we just need to make like a euphoria things, like make a game like lomba balap karung, something like that, in order
Makan
that
kerupuk.
yeah, makan kerupuk. Yeah, that's very popular. So in order that international people or people outside of our country will still say that our generation is still respect what their veteran in the past did for them. So yeah, Independence Day is actually very important to always be remind for our generation, in order that our generation later in the future will think that we have to still save our country from the colonialism, something like that, in order that why they will think that they wanted to save the country, because they think that my generations already still respect their sacrifice. So meaning that if I save my country, and then if I do a lot of things, if I do a huge things for my country, I'm sure that my generations in the future will still respect me like what my generations do right now. That's for me.
Okay. So, how about you, Amal?
Okay. Obviously, I don't want to be too idealistic by speaking like the Independence Day is a like Fikri. I think Fikri had said the good about the Independence Day according to him, but I have another perspective about Independence Day.
What is that?
Independence Day, as we all agree that this is a special day to Indonesian people, Indonesian as a whole country, as an independent country. I think independence to me is when you always give the positive contribution to our beloved country, because Indonesian is a huge country. We have a many population in our country. By giving the keeping the positive spirit, give always spread the positive spirit. I think this is the simple thing that we can do. Don't think that when you do simple thing, when you do small thing, you think that, oh, this is nothing compared to another person. But start from small thing. I think the big thing can happen because there is a small thing before they grow up and become a bigger, then become bigger. But by always give the positive spirit to another person, just like you always smile to another person, you have a tolerant to another person, to another religion, because we have a so many color. I say we could say so many color in Indonesia. So this make us beautiful, and I think that's all.
Okay, so that's your simple
Yeah.
contribution to this country.
That
Respect each
Yeah.
other.
yeah, the to spread the positive spirit, the positive how to say, the positive impact, give the positive impact, even it's a small impact, but doesn't.
So, Mr. Diaz, what is Independence Day means to you? It is means a lot, or you have another perspective, maybe?
As a young generation, actually, it's a little similar with my
Amal.
brother. Yeah. As a young generation, for me, my perspective about Independence Day is actually how can we give contribution to our country.
So, what
And,
is your contribution to this country?
For example, as a young generation, we need to show our nationalism. We need to love our traditional costume, our local song, our food traditional, everything about Indonesia. We need to love, even the product, even the traditional craft, and everything about. And we need to explain to another people. For example, like for Regner, when we talk about Indonesia. Indonesia is the richest cultures in the world.
Yes.
The concrete things that I did. Last year, I gave presentation about how it looks like Indonesia in a broad country. Yeah. So that's only one way actually. By presentation, I mean actually this topic I say last week, but it's okay because this is a similar. And the most important is start from our deep heart as an individual of Indonesia. So start from individual to community and to our country, for example, like that. And the little things that I can show that I have a nationality and nationalism. I'm stay tuned for a longer time watching the ceremonial 17 August 1945 on TV at my home actually.
Okay.
So, and I'm very enthusiastic and very happy to see.
Do you cry? Did you cry?
I can explain. I can explain by words. I'm not crying, but when I see everything about Indonesia, I always feel like I'm very proud. Special for about diversity.
Yes.
When I see our how to say in Bahasa pejabat, they are wearing traditional costume. Each other is different, and that's very awesome. We cannot explain by words.
Yes, Indonesian very rich.
And I feel it.
Yes.
I can explain by word, but that's the little things I can explain about the meaning of Independence Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes I also cry when
Oh my God.
when I hear
Very
the Indonesia Raya.
Yeah.
I just hear that. So I don't know. I just cry.
Yeah.
Listen that.
But you cannot explain.
Yes.
right?
Yes. Speechless.
Yeah.
actually. So how about you, Nahui?
Okay, so there were several statements that coming from our speakers this night. So to me, what I can get from them is Independence Day teaches us about two big things. The first one is how we respect the ancestor struggle and also how we contribute to our country. If we compare to the past time when our ancestor struggle for our independence, our freedom in our country, and now we have to give a contribution. Maybe it's not related with it's not same, the contribution is not same with our ancestor in the past, but right now we can give a lot of contribution by giving achievement and then make the name of our country becomes known in every places in the world. And then like brother Fikri stated before that the celebration of Independence Day also teach us how we respect the struggles of our ancestor. And not only that, but what I want to emphasize in this case is it teaches us how we respect each other, especially for example the people's contribution for our country by making like a ceremony or by making like competition or maybe by making some program or by making like a scholarship for sure to respect someone's achievement. I think that's all.
So that's all
Yes.
Independence Day means for my friends, smart listeners. So how about you? So do not hesitate to share your story and also share how you celebrate the Independence Day. We are still waiting for your message. Just send us your text on WhatsApp 0811461011. So, what is your activity? What was your activity yesterday in celebrating the Independence Day, guys? So, tell to smart listener.
Who is the first?
Maybe Amal, because I'm really interested about their
Enthusiastic.
point of view or maybe their like experience.
Yesterday is our Independence Day celebration. So I think there is a huge difference between the last year and this year about our Independence Day celebration because the corona outbreak changed everything. I think
Yes.
because we are now in the new normal life. We need to be comfortable with the new things. So yesterday, actually, I have a family gathering. No family gathering. I think it is how to say akikah. Yeah. So I attend that ceremony, and after that is about I spend my time there until afternoon, and after that I go to bookstore because my friends told me that there is so many discount in the bookstore, so I try to find some book to read, and also I think yesterday is for me personally there is no I feel the vibes of this celebration, the Independence Day, but nothing special to me this year. I don't know why, but honestly there is nothing special, but I always try to think that this is the special day to my country, so I have to do something like I don't want to spend my time only at home or only do nothing, but I try to find some activity that absolute the positive activity.
Okay.
That's my life yesterday.
Okay. You said before that there is no special.
Yeah.
Yesterday. So my question is, what about the prior years? Is there any festival related on our Independence Day?
The festival,
Or competition maybe?
the competition in my village, especially in my hometown, there is no I don't see the festival or the competition like what we used to see in the in several past year. So I think and yeah, as I say, there is nothing special for this year to me personally because I spent my time yesterday only in the ceremony and the bookstore.
Okay,
And I
see.
don't join a festival. Even there is so many online festival, online competition, but
Oh, okay.
I don't involve myself to that competition.
Okay. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, smart listener. Usually, every Independence Day celebration, there are a lot of festival or maybe competition which is related on our Independence Day. So, what about you, Barafikir? Is there any special festival in your village or your surrounding?
Okay, so maybe my answer is kind of similar with Amal. So in my village at the yesterday we just see like sprint, lomba makan kerupuk, for example, just both of them.
Okay. Did you enroll yourself at the moment?
I don't. Yeah. Okay. Last question. Because my body is like a
Who
child
knows?
still. But at the moment, I didn't join because my personality is actually I don't really like a crowd, and then I just spend my time just for reading a book and then learn by watching YouTube and then gather with my family and then go outside, and then sometimes I always drop off my mother to go somewhere. And then talking about Independence Day yesterday was very like it's not really glorious, and then I just saw like that I told you before that a sprint, lomba makan kerupuk, and then I didn't find the very popular, the very characteristic of Independence Day, that is lomba panjat pinang. So I didn't find a lomba panjat pinang yesterday. That's very popular, right? That's very be waiting for most of people.
So why do you like panjat pinang itself? Why do you like it?
I don't like.
Oh, you don't like?
I mean, no.
It's opposite.
I mean, I didn't say that.
I thought
didn't
you
try
like.
to. I didn't try to explain that I like or not. But I just wonder why there is no Panjat Pinang.
Oh.
Why yesterday was not as glorious as several years ago in our Independence Day. Because talking about Panjat Pinang is actually has a history that's very quite sad for our veterans in the
So what is that actually?
because maybe some of our generations think that Panjat Pinang is very exciting, is very fun, something like that. But the history of Panjat Pinang is actually in the past our how to say it, nenek moyang again?
Ancestors.
And our ancestors when they wanted to get some food from the colonials,
Oh.
they should climb that pinang.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that what our generation do right now. And
Oh.
so and then at the moment the colonial watch our veterans, and then they laugh, and then they like it's kind of underestimate our veterans. So
like an entertainment to them.
yeah, it's an entertainment for them, but
I see.
it's very bad for our
In other words, we can call that a philosophy, right? Of
yeah,
Panjat
yeah,
Pinang.
Philosophy.
yeah, it's like a slavery. It's kind of slavery.
Yes,
Yeah,
slavery.
because when they wanted to eat something, they should do that things that very difficult. But
yeah.
we memorize it right now as a competition that's very fun. In order that we still remember what our veteran did in the past. It doesn't mean that I explain this because I want to explain that our veteran in the past was very bad, was very sad. But I just wanted to explain the generation that we have to respect what our veterans used to do in the past when they wanted to eat something, when they wanted to survive, something like that. In order that our generations actually still have to be struggle hard, be strive, but not do but what our veterans did in the past. So we just need to save our country. We just need to save our country by you say before make some achievements, and then study hard, struggle hard, in order that because to me right now we can still be colonialism by other country, but not in physical, but in brainwash, like
Mentally.
mentally
and brain.
they can
Colonize.
they can colonize our country by coming here in our country, and then mastering several of our areas, our places,
and also natural resources.
yeah, natural resources, and then longer we will just become watchers in our country, and then we will maybe eventually we will back to the colonialism era, but in different way, because we will be a slave or something like that. That's very that's very nightmare for all of our generation, right? That's why the most important to do right now for all of people in our countries that serve our country, in order that we can still stay our life and also our generations in the future.
Okay, so thank you so much, Rafiqul, for your nice statement. So one of the point that I got from your point of view is that as we know that Brother Fikri told us about the history of the Panjat Pinang itself, and then I myself actually I didn't know about it.
We can call that a philosophy of Panjat Pinang.
Philosophy,
Yeah,
the philosophy of
The
Panjat
history
Pinang.
behind the
That is we call philosophy.
Philosophy.
So what about you, Mr. Diaz? So yeah, as we know that during the Independence Day there are a lot of festival and also competition. So what about you? Do you have like maybe
Okay.
some experiences?
But to smart up your life. So, Mr. Diaz, what was your activity yesterday on Independence Day?
Talking about activity yesterday, actually nothing special. Same case with our
some
friends, because this year is dilemma.
Dilemma.
Yeah, we cannot deny it. This year is sadly very sad. Dilemma, coronavirus, COVID-19. Just say like that. But I choose I stay tuned on TV
Oh.
and watch it everything about Independence Day. So I choose like that because it's very entertaining and very meaningful for me because I can see everything about Independence Day, the situation, how the ceremonials and the diversity. How can we feel deep meaningful relate about our independence, Indonesia independence then from Sabang until Merauke because the media show or broadcast and in the local every area in all of Nusantara about how looks like in the Indonesia independence then from Sabang to Nusantara, and I think it was interesting and I addicted to watch it and I stay tuned longer. And I feel happy, and it means that I feel I got spirit, and my feel it's like grow again and again about nationalism. So I always, it means that my nationalism it's always grow when I watching a program about Indonesia Independence Day on media. Yeah.
Okay. So you said before that, Mr. Diaz, it was really interesting watching every television program that said about our Independence Day. But can you tell me about what is the most interesting thing that you have watched in some of television program at the moment?
When I watching TV, I always make it random. I always
you
move.
make it random.
Yeah, because switch. Yeah, that's the point. I always switch because I like actually all of channels.
But did you see the ceremony that conducted by virtual?
Yeah,
Especially when they play the music of our national anthem.
Yeah.
Through virtual
I saw
application.
them by virtual. Yeah.
So what do you think about that? I think that is the most interesting thing in my perspective.
It's
amazing.
It's amazing because the rhythm, we can feel it, and the most important because when we are watching TV, we can feel the audio and visual. So both of them are very supporting too. We can get a feel about a national anthem. And most important, I think that I'm very enthusiastic and interested with the diversity. I'm very like it about diversity because when because our brain very like it with a visual, with colorfuls, national custom, traditional custom from Sabang until Merauke. They are wearing. And they're amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
And not only that, but actually they broadcasted every province from Sabang until Merauke to national, so we can watch the situation. We can monitoring. We can watch and everything about ceremonial of Indonesia in Nusantara. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so that's all about the experience that have felt by some of our speakers tonight.
Okay, so before we continue the conversation, I want to read the comment from smart listener. Okay, from Ali Makassar, Merdeka, Happy Independence Day, very proud to be Indonesian. So Edward Emmanuel, peringatan HUT kemerdekaan tahun ini cukup sulit karena dalam masa pandemi COVID. Kemeriaannya kurang greget gitu. Di lorongku tahun ini melempem aja, nggak ngapa-ngapain. Seperti nggak ada 17-an. Semoga pandemi segera berlalu. Amin. I hope so. Terus still Edward Emmanuel, intinya merdeka, tetap semangat, harus merdeka dari kemiskinan, kelaparan, pengangguran, merdeka dari kesusahan. Asik.
Merdeka.
Merdeka. Oke, so Muhammad Kifli, merdeka dari kehabisan kuota.
Hotspot.
Oke, hotspot. The hotspot seeker.
Emang sudah bener.
So, well, that's the story about their activities, smart listeners. So, how about from the first session until now, we talk about the Independence Day in Indonesia. So how about the Independence Day celebration in another country? So won't you tell us, Nahwi, or one by one
Okay.
from each of you?
Okay, so right now I found an article that stated about the other's country Independence Day. So in here there were five differences among the country who celebrate the Independence Day itself. So the first is India. India celebrated their Independence Day on 15 August, every 15 August. And then how they celebrate their Independence Day is by they play a lot of kate. Kate, it's meaning that layang-layang. They fly a lot of kite in the sky. That is in India.
Okay.
And then maybe you want to read, Mr. Diaz?
Okay. So
The
India,
second one.
Indians Independence Day is 2 days before us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2
In
days.
the same month.
The same month.
2 days before
But,
us. So
maybe I have a different perspective.
Okay, you may say that.
Because I like
Please.
be my self.
I see. Of course.
Can I?
Okay, for sure.
yes, please.
Okay. For me, I believe that because this is a normal and very proud as an Indonesian because every year in a broad country they are celebrate even they are not Indonesian. Yeah. Indonesian always show our culture. For example, they are cooking Indonesian food. They are
In our Independence Day.
yeah. Yeah,
okay.
always every year
Always,
in
okay.
Consulate General, always like that. That is
Like KBRI.
yeah, that is routinely. Every year. That is routinely. The Indonesian people in everywhere in a broad country, they are always show identity as Indonesian by traditional costume, by dancing, by song, by foods, and special for foods. Indonesian foods is the top most delicious food in the world. For example, nasi padang is the top one,
Oh, wow.
and we have top one. We
But
have
the
top,
foreigner don't like spicy food like Indonesian.
but we have many choices.
Oh, I see.
We have one of most richest recipe food in the world. Yeah, so we have many choices for how to say eat the food of Indonesia, and not only that, but like music. Sometimes Indonesian KBRI they are show a traditional song like Toraja, Makassar, Batak, and also dangdut song. Yeah, so I ever hear and how to say read an article. They are always show about our cultures and sometimes like exhibition, cross cultures, and everything about it.
Okay.
I think that's all.
So it's
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next, who want to share the Independence Day celebration in another country?
Okay.
So I actually never read about how other country celebrate their independence day or something like that. But accidentally yesterday I saw on Instagram. It turns out Japan always celebrate our Independence Day every single year in 17 August. And then yesterday Japan celebrated our Independence Day by carrying of our flag, and then in Japan there is a General Sudirman statue there that already failed by their government, and then we this is one of our proud that our veteran statue exists in their country, and then so that is why yesterday Japan societies celebrate our Independence Day as well by carrying a flag, and then and then respect the statue like what we did in our country. And also in Palestine, they met the competitions, the traditional competitions, what in Indonesia, like Panjat Pinang, and then they put our flag in the top of the Pinang itself. So this is one of our pride, by having a good point of view by other people, and then we have to maintain this feel by other country, because even though we are not developed yet, but at least we can show that even though we are not good at technology yet, but we are good in manner, in our attitude. That's the most important, because many people wanted to come in, many wanted to visit our country because they think that our society is very humble, is very friendly, and then just less of 5 minutes they will know each other if they visit our country. That's
Wonderful Indonesia.
wonderful Indonesia. Yeah.
Yes, the wonderful Indonesia also felt by the Indonesian student in another country. Like they make this is high school student. Indonesian high school student who stay in another country, like Indonesian student in Riyadh, in Tokyo, in Thailand, Myanmar, and many other countries. They make some forum. So it called Youth Leader Indonesian Embassy Student.
Okay.
So every Independence Day, they make an activity. They create their own celebration in their country, but in that forum.
Yeah.
So
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you, Amal?
We couldn't deny that Indonesia nowadays is a well known in nationally, globally, well known by another country. We become a big country because there's so many potential in Indonesia. Talking about the Independence Day, I saw one thing that's really unique in this day's celebration. If you know Burj Khalifa, the highest
One of the
buildings-
highest
yeah,
building
one
in
of
the world.
the highest building
Now.
in the world
Yeah.
now. The Burj Khalifa was decorated with white and red color in this day, because they want to celebrate. They want to show. They want to show the involved. They want to greeting us with but they don't like painting the building. No, they use the LED light, and then
Technology.
yeah, they use the sophisticated technology to make the whole of the Burj Khalifa building become only two color, red and
Red
white.
and white.
They want to
Wow.
they want to
That
show.
was great.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think this is a good milestone, because Indonesia were known by so many country these days. So I feel proud to be one of Indonesian.
yes, me too.
Okay.
I'm proud to be Indonesian. All right, guys. So
Yeah, right now we are in the last session of our discussion tonight. So in the last session, as usual, we are going to share maybe some vocabularies or idioms that which is really beneficial for us. So start from me. I'm going to share maybe 2 idioms for all of you. So in this case, I have listed the idioms. The first one is burn your bridges, meaning that doing something impossible. And then the second one is burning the midnight oil, meaning that we work until maybe midnight. So that is the meaning
Begadang.
of idioms. Yeah, begadang. Yeah, like
So,
stay
the first
up late.
idiom is
The first idioms was burn your bridges, meaning that doing something impossible.
Lampaui batas.
Yeah, break the limit, we can say.
Oh, break the limit.
Break the limit. Okay,
break the limit.
so that's all for me. So what about you, Mr. Diaz?
For me, I just want to mention words.
Oh, what is that?
Words, declaration, declarasi.
Declaration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freedom, kebebasan.
Okay.
Independence, kemerdekaan.
Okay.
Glorious,
Glorious,
kejayaan.
Kejayaan.
Archipelago, kepulauan.
Archipelago.
Indonesia is
Okay.
archipelago. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's all.
So,
Okay, thank you,
Amal?
Mr. Diaz.
Okay,
You're welcome.
maybe several idiom and several words.
Oh,
This is a
amazing.
simple item that I personally love, like keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. So a lot of Indonesian people always misleading, like they always say keep fighting and so on, but according to some videos that I watch from Instagram and YouTube video, they are from a native speaker. They say there's no keep fighting.
Keep fighting.
Tetap semangat, keep fighting. Mereka sering bilang begitu, tapi itu salah. Seharusnya kita bilang salah satunya kayak keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
And also you may say do not give up.
Yeah, do not give up and so on.
so we can't say keep fight.
Yeah,
Keep fighting.
Kayak itu kayak mau ngajak berkelahi.
Oh my God.
Okay. So just say keep
Keep
it
it
up.
out.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Okay. Meaning that if you say this
Or, "Gan
idiom,
bate."
okay, like
but
Japanese
not, but
word.
not what it out. Not
Yeah.
Wait, keep it up.
Keep
and
it up.
also
Keep it up. Okay.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give
Okay.
up.
Don't give up.
Jadi ada beberapa situasi sebenarnya. You can use it before sebelum orang itu melakukan sesuatu, atau orang itu lagi dalam masa-masa kritis. Jadi sebelum dia melakukan sesuatu atau dia lagi berjuang seperti itu. Berarti dia sedang melakukan tapi belum selesai.
Okay.
Seperti itu. Jadi kita bisa menggunakannya dalam
Okay.
Menyemangati.
ya menyemangati seperti itu.
Keep it up or
Interesting.
don't give up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
Okay,
give
what
up.
about you, Brother Fikri?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Don't daydream.
try to skip me? Oh my god.
He hates you already.
Sentiment.
Okay, now sense your
You can also
existence,
say
like,
that keep your head up.
Oh, keep your head.
So jadi kayak kalau if we try to contextualize dalam kehidupan sehari-hari, mungkin kalau orang sedih murung, kepalanya pasti nunduk.
Okay.
Ya, you can say keep your head up.
Keep
Jadi
your head
angkat
up.
dagumu, angkat kepalamu seperti itu.
Okay.
That's all.
That's all. You can move to Fikri.
So I will give my.
It was fun.
Yeah, I will
my
give
God.
also. I will add some correct way. I mean, one correct way to replace.
Courage.
I mean, what is the keep fighting? Keep fighting is very weird for American people. So besides, we can say keep it up, and also don't. What is that? Don't give up. You can also say the correct way is keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, if someone is doing something,
Just keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's very weird to say.
Yeah.
keep
What about
fighting.
keep moving forward?
Okay.
Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
yeah,
It's the
that's
similar
same.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The similar
Yeah.
meaning.
Similar
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I will share maybe several vocabularies, and the first one is strive. Strive is like struggle hard.
Oh.
Strive like the advanced word of struggle hard. You can say struggle hard, but also you can change it.
The
You
higher
can,
one.
Strive, and the second one is ancestor.
Ancestor.
like nenek moyang.
Okay.
And then
Are you kidding me?
yeah. Then the last one we can also say glorious. Glorious kejayaan, and also we can say also in our Independence Day was very glorious, meriah.
Well,
Okay.
very good.
Okay,
That's
thank you so much, guys, for your cooperation and for your kind,
Okay, my
kind
pleasure.
word, kind speech.
Thank you. Welcome.
So we will be right back again. We'll back again next week. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Keep